All right, Cameron Beard, on the heels of UCI 2.1 Tour of Azerbaijan, what were your overall impressions of the race?
Tour of Azerbaijan, that was a good race. It was very well organized. Hard race though, 2.1. We had a lot of big hitter teams, pro Conti teams that showed up and brought their A game. And yeah, overall, I thought it ran smooth, ran well, and couldn't have asked for more really.
Nice. Can you tell me a bit about the stages? Right, it was a five day stage race.
Mm-hmm.
How was the race laid out?
Yeah, so stage one was 150K, but pretty flat, and we averaged I think close to 50K an hour, just super fast. The decisive stages were probably stage two and stage four. Stage two was 190K with I think close to 3,000 meters of climbing, and stage four was probably 160K, but we finished on a Cat 1 climb leading into an HC climb. But yeah, then stage three was pretty flat and pretty chill. And then stage five was 150K with our Baku circuits, which ended up being bonkers.
Nice. And so sounds like the most decisive stages were probably stage two and stage four. Can you kind of tell me a little bit about those and how those stages actually played out?
Yeah, so stage two was very long. There were no big long climbs, but it was always uphill, always downhill. And it blew apart into groups. So
what caused that? Was that just the terrain or?
A little bit of both. There was a lot of wind, which caused the first separation, and then a lot of hills. So I actually missed the first separation. So me and a couple other guys were able to go across the gap on once the hills started coming. We kind of were able to catch back up with the leaders, and then it just shattered. We had a Cat 1 climb at near the finish, like 30K, so it just shattered there, and it was just groups of people. But stage four, like I said, it goes Cat 1 climb, you have 5K of flat, and then a Cat or HC climb. So that was just people coming in one at a time.
That was a pretty long climb too, right? That was like about 20 kilometers long or something like that.
Yeah, so the Cat 1 was 15K, a little steeper, and then the HC was I think 22K long climb. So yeah, a lot of climbing at the end of that race.
Nice. So you're obviously in the protected role for GC U23 GC. How did the team help you get through the race?
Yeah, the boys did great. Tim, Auntie, Corey, and John, keeping me up there, keeping me positioned before the climbs, giving me bottles, foods, making sure I didn't have to go back to the team car. I had a puncture on one of the stages, so bringing me back up. Just constant support and kind of calming me down. I tend to get a little antsy, worked up. So, yeah, it was nice.
Excellent. How do you think the race went for you overall, and what did the result end up being?
Well, I stayed third in U23 GC. So, the guys that beat me and the guys behind me, it was a good. Those are good guys. So I was very happy. I was a little surprised, to be completely honest. But yeah, very happy with that.
Excellent. That was a solid outing for the first big UCI stage race as a U23. And I guess kind of on a closing note, more about the country. Sort of what were your impressions of Azerbaijan as a country, and kind of what surprised you about that?
Yeah, it was cool. We so half the race was in Baku. And that's a big capital, kind of in the desert, right on the Caspian Sea. And that was cool just because, huge buildings, like high tech, everything. But then in the middle of the race, we went towards Gabala, which is up in the mountains, kind of up north. And that was also cool. It was totally different terrain. It was kind of wet and really green and a lot of mountains. So I thought the variance in terrain was really cool.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Cam, and we will check back in with you sometime after one of the next races.
All right.